Hello and welcome to Let's Play Atlantic Fleet campaign with the British ships. Now, after the last battle, we had a fight in the North Cape with some destroyers and transports. And now we are going to find ourselves versus Leipzig and destroyer Dieter von Reuter. And we are playing with Jamaican Icarus and still not going to get a new ship. There's an awful weather, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, sorry, I had to select my ships. There you go. So first turn starts with the Germans sailing. Let's check the situation. Okay, Jamaica is very close to Leipzig. Icarus is trailing, and so is Dieter von Reuter, respective to Leipzig. So what I'm going to do is to do a wide port turn with Jamaica to open my aft turrets and fire on Leipzig. Also, I could do a starboard turn actually, but that would put me in a counter heading than what Leipzig is bringing. Let's take a look at the wind. First, let's check. Leipzig is there. Wind is coming from that direction. If we turn ports, we will tend to neutralize wind. And if we turn to starboard, wind will become a much bigger factor. So I'm going to try to go to port. Probably I won't be able to unmask my aft turrets in the first turns, but it's worth it. Also, it's really close to us. So I might try to use my torpedoes. We'll see. Well, actually, I think no, our aft turrets are still not unmasked. Let me check. Torpedoes, can I use them? We need 52. 52, let me check. How much can we... Yeah, actually, we can deliver a torpedo attack here. It's only 3 torpedoes, however, not sure it's worth it. I mean, it's really close. If we can hit him from this distance, it's going to be brutal for him. Well, as you can see, Leipzig is very similar to Königsberg, not exactly the same because it doesn't have the staggered turrets, which obviously is a good feature because the staggered ones created some kind of stress on the outside. Still, it was a very light ship, not really fit for high seas operations. Really was a weak ship, structurally speaking. However, it was an improvement, so yeah, there's that. So back to Jamaica. So how do we want to do that? I don't really know which way he's going to turn, and until I know that, I'm reluctant to shoot torpedoes. I'm going to shoot my guns. Going to put some compensation for the wind because there's a very strong wind coming from the side, and it's really close. Only going to use maybe 7 degrees of elevation, and which I hit. Just close. But that's good for the next round. Okay. I want to be really careful with Icarus. I don't want to lose it. So far I'm going to move forward with it. Try to close the range and maybe use it for torpedoes. I'm going to put star cells. I mean, we can't see the enemy, but weather is really bad and some extra illumination might come in handy. Let's put some elevation to the guns and fire away. Wow, wind is really taking the sails off their course. Okay, Leipzig moving close, shoots 1 star cell. Dieter von Reuter is coming closer, opens fire. Shots fall wide. Okay, we have our turrets almost unmasked, so I'm going to keep my port turn. We are almost closing his T, which is really good. He only can fire with 3 guns. So that makes me worried about Icarus, to be honest. We'll see. There. Last time we were slightly close, but this time we are closer. We should be pretty much on range with this elevation. From here to here, here we have... Actually, I think we need to reduce elevation a tiny, weeny little bit. Not a lot, just 0.2. Well, yeah, that was a pretty good set of hits. I'm really fearful for Icarus. I'm going to actually order back. It's not going to move backwards, of course, because there's inertia, but I'm going to try to stop it to keep my range. Also, I'm going to turn towards port. There we go. We are much slower now. Oh, I really don't want it to be hit. It's not going to stand a lot of damage. Okay, let's adjust for the wind a lot. And what the hell? Let's fire another star cell. This time, almost directly on top. That's good. Okay, Leipzig is moving. Well, that was kind of expected. We are at very close range. The airborne rudder is opening fire. This is a very dangerous fight. So close to the enemies, they can do a lot of damage. Okay, I'm going to keep moving in my turrets. Of course, we are closer than before. We need less elevation. I'm going to fire at 6.3. More hits, good. Now let's accelerate again with Icarus. And let's deploy torpedoes. Okay. It's telling us 101, right? Okay. So if it turns this way, it will be longer range. If it turns this way, obviously we are going to miss. So, well, let's try to put a stick of 3 torpedoes here. Actually 5. I'm going to use half my torpedoes in case he moves this way and keeps his heading. And then if he turns around, we will fire another stack. There are 5 torpedoes going his way. Okay, he has turned and is producing smoke. Good. Some hits from the destroyer, but I'm not overly worried by him. I'm really happy that Jamaica is starting. I mean, that Leipzig is starting. However, that might make our torpedoes to miss. We will see about that. At any rate, we are good in this course. No need to change it. I'm going to adjust the fire a little bit forward. I want concentrate hits on the forward side of the ship, if possible. Not for any reason, but because I've been hitting in the forward side mostly, and I want to focus my damage there. We obviously need to decrease the elevation a little bit again. This time 6.0, maybe even less. 5.8, 5.9 should work fine. Yeah, more hits there. Let's keep our direction with Icarus. Keep popping star cells. We are closer now, so I'm going to reduce the elevation and adjust for the wind. Open fire. A little bit short, but it's okay. Wow, Leipzig is really damaged. Dieterborn Roder. We are masked by the smoke, so he's fighting blind, but he's getting very good hits actually, or very good solutions. Okay, torpedoes, probably they will miss. Yeah. That turn has made our stick to fall a little bit short. I'm going to actually turn a little bit towards starboard. We are pretty much on the same range, right? A little bit less, if anything. 0.2 less. Adjust for forward hits. Yeah, that's a little bit too forward for my liking, but it's okay. I mean, the more damage on the bows, the better. The problem is there's no good important equipment over there. So yeah, that's the only problem. But he's not shooting back, so I'm not overly worried right now. Increase the elevation to put a star cell on top of him. There you go. He's still producing smoke and not shooting back. That's good for me. Thunderbolt Rudder shooting. Yep, here he comes. Yeah, has missed some of his shots long. That's why I turned it ever so slightly. Okay, let's check. Yeah, these torpedoes are going to miss. These torpedoes are going to miss. That turn really crippled the torpedo solution. Okay, let's keep on doing that. Little bit of turn. This time I'm going to adjust my shots less. Trying to hit on this area. Check. We need to... Actually, shots should be pretty much on target. I'm going to add 0.1 just for the sake of it. But we should be hitting anyway. And so we do. Well, yeah. I mean, even myself, I'm feeling the pain of that. I mean, look at that. He's already tilting really bad towards the bows, which is exactly what I wanted, of course. Okay, let's go back to Icarus. Not going to fire torpedoes, I think. With this concentration of hits, Leipzig will go down soon. Let's fire another star cell. Yep, on top. Yeah, this dude is worried enough with surviving. Yeah, this destroyer we will deal with shortly. So far, I'm more or less confident because he can't deploy torpedoes because Leipzig is in the way. And my own torpedoes miss, not by a lot, which was a pretty good solution. Yeah, I'm not worried about the enemy destroyer because Leipzig is in his way. If it loves torpedoes, he's going to hit his own ship. So, yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Okay, let's keep a slight turn. Now he's becoming unmasked, however, and that might be a problem. Okay, let's adjust towards the bow again. He's opened the range. I'm going to increase my range by 0.4 or so. Open up. Yeah. I'm concentrating all our fire on that particular part of the ship. Also, those are a lot of hits. Those are 12 6-inch guns firing, you know. Damage adds up pretty rapidly. Okay, after this one, I'm going to start putting star cells over Titterborn Rudder. Okay, I think what that destroyer is going to do is to turn... What? Ooh, we have torpedoes on the water and... Wow! Hey! I'm calling that a success. An accident, but a success. Okay, a torpedo hit. That's actually good. Sadly, the rest, I mean, was on the extreme range. We were really lucky on that. Okay, let's move again. Distance has opened again. Let's add another 0.3 or so to our range. Aim our guns. I'm actually going to start spreading some damage across the ship. So there should hit on the middle of the ship. And that's what we do. And Leipzig is sinking. Okay, that worked really, really, really fine. Okay, so we are going to acquire now the Dearborn Rudder. Put a lot of lead on that, increase our range, and try to put some star cells on him. It's been hit by a torpedo, but I'm not sure how bad it was, even if it was an actual hit, because sometimes I've noticed that torpedoes tend to hit and maybe sometimes they actually don't do the damage they are supposed to. Might be a dude, who knows. Okay, we need a little bit more range, maybe a degree and a half. Again, I'm going to adjust degree and a half, should be around 8. Yeah, let's start with that. We will work backwards from that if we shot too long. Swapping for high C. We are on target, but we adjusted too much for the wind. That was unfortunate. Okay, let's deliver our star cells. I'm going to put them far ahead because he's moving forward at high speeds. There. So now he will be moving into our light. Like so. Okay. So I'm going to start chasing. This is a good position. Really a little bit confused. Last time we missed a lot towards that side. And I don't want to repeat, of course, the miss. So have to increase range a little bit by 0.3 or so. Yes. I don't know if that's too much. I'm going to adjust a little bit less. Still too much. Dang it. Okay. I'm going to give chase with Icarus as well. This one will go straight towards him. Yeah, just a little bit too much, but no worries. Let's put more star cells on him. Like so. So we keep him under the light. Okay, he's straight up running. Just a little bit less. Oh, okay, I know what's happening. I was only on ×2. And I was adjusting with the scale I used for ×4. So yeah, what I'm going to do is to put the marker there. Yeah, this should be on target. Okay, okay. Yeah, because if you notice here, I have displaced the marker of my line of sight two big notches. There are two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big knots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big knots. Okay, I use this to scale my wind compensation. And of course, when you are in ×2, magnification is 2, but when you are in ×4, is 4. So I was adjusting as if I was in ×4, but I was in ×2. That's why I was missing. Okay, now it makes sense. I was wondering why I was missing that bad. Alright, lots more elevation. We need at least a degree and a half extra. And now we are on the correct bearing, but we shot a little bit long. Yeah, happens. Okay, I overcompensated before with my rudder. This is the straight course I wanted. Alright. And keep on putting star cells over him. He has a pretty nice illuminated path to sail into. Still moving away. Destroyers are a pain in the ass to hit sometimes, believe me. Especially in bad weather. We have masked our aft turrets, but we really need to keep him at a decent range. Has increased the range again. I'm going to increase by 0.5. This should be the correct bearing. Open fire. Again, a little bit too much. Dang it. Okay, he's correcting the course. Now he's going north, so I'm going to put the next shot a little bit closer and towards that side. Yeah, like so. He's still moving away. He must have damage, otherwise I guess he would be trying to shoot back or do something. Okay. Compensate for the wind and this time we should be pretty much on top. Going to increase 0.1 because he's moving really fast. And now we got a hit. Icarus is going to keep his illuminating role. Reduce a little bit the range. Again, fire on the same bearing. Like so. Okay. Keep moving. Now we have a pretty good solution finally. So let's keep on hitting. He's moving there, yeah, like so. And we should add maybe half. Yeah, 0.4 degrees should be enough. And it is. Big explosion. And it's sinking. Good. So let's move. Fire. And we end done. Okay. Yep, that's a successful mission. Medium damage because that big explosion in the middle of Jamaica, but we did a nice job. Let's see what we have in store for the next round. It's going to be, two cruisers. Now that's going to be an interesting, but there is a night battle as well. Königsberg and Karlsruhe. We definitely want an overship for this. We actually could buy a renowned class battleship. A Revenge, sorry. We can't buy a Nelson. We can't buy a Queen Elizabeth. We might be able to buy Renown? No, not yet. A Revenge? Actually, no, we can't. We are 3000 short. Damn. The thing is, I really don't want to heavy cruiser because their armor is not that great, and there's a high risk of losing one of the ships. York is not an option. York is worthless in comparison. It only has 18 guns. If I go for one, would be for the Berwick class. But yeah, look at that. 4.5 inch belt, 1 inch turret, 1.25 deck. Deck is okay, but belt is not really great, and turret is really little. Another light cruiser is not that less expensive. I mean, both Crown Colony and the Town are 26,000 renown. So compare with the how much it is? I mean, Newcastle is 26. Fiji is 26,000 renown as well. Dido I don't want. Lender I don't want. York I don't want. Berwick is 6,000 renown more. Well, you know what? Actually, it's sensible to go for one of these. Yeah, another light cruiser I don't really think I want, because from now on ships are going to get bigger, and sooner or later we are going to face some battleships. and against those light cruisers are really worthless. Yeah, a very weak class might be interesting, mostly because I don't splash all the cash in just one ship, which is what I would do if I wait for another mission to get a battleship. Also, I would have to fight that mission with only one light cruiser and one destroyer versus two light cruisers. It's not really something I'm looking forward to. And then with the result of that battle, we could be able to buy a, I don't know, maybe a revenge class battleship, which is not that great either. I mean, it has really powerful guns, but it's very slow and armor is not great. And yeah, that's a huge investment, and you want investments to go on the long term in campaign mode. So I think I'm going to purchase one Norfolk. Yeah, yeah, I think I'm going to. It's not a ship I really like a lot. At first I didn't want to get, but now I think of it, it makes a lot of sense in the context of the campaign. Because I'm not splashing all the gas in a single ship, and if I lose it, it's not going to be crippling. So yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, yeah. We'll get the Norfolk and get going. Okay, so let's go. Norfolk, Jamaica, and Icarus are going to fight two light cruisers. Let's do this. Okay, calm night. They are coming close to us. Norfolk, Jamaica, Icarus here. Okay. Wind is blowing towards the west. So if I turn north, wind will be behind us and we'll be able to mostly ignore it while we should. So, alright, that's good. Acquire it. We have a slight component, however, of wind, so we have to adjust for it. It's giving us an elevation on 8.3 degrees. Let's fight on that elevation and see what happens. Happens that we hit. That's a good starting point. Move with Jamaica. I'm going to actually place a star cell with her. At an elevation of 18 is telling us, so let's put it at 20. So we will cover also the rear part of the ship. We will illuminate both of them, like so. Meanwhile, Icarus is going to turn towards port and deploy a good stick of torpedoes because we are close enough. I really hope I don't get hit here. Over, okay, 88.8, right? So 88.8 is straight here. So I'm going to distribute them evenly. So one here, 87.8, one here, 87.7 is almost there, so yeah, there. And then at intervals of 1 degrees here, and here. Okay, that's one stick of torpedoes. And we'll see how it works. Not sure if it's going to turn or not. Since it's not turning, that's good. Okay, shots, fire, no hits. Nice. Karlsruhe is moving forward. It's opening up. Missing, good. Torpedoes on the way, they seem to be pretty much on target. I'm guessing I'm going to get some hits here at least. Okay, let's open the turn. Like so. I mean, I'm sure these torpedoes are going to hit. I'm going to switch fire to Kazuhe because this ship is doomed. I'm betting. So, how it is? Last time we were a little bit past, so we need to increase that because, of course, it's a trailing ship. Let's try that elevation and see what happens. A little bit short, but a good estimation to begin with. I'm going to put another star cell with Jamaica. Same elevation to illuminate the trailing ship, like so. And now we are at it with Icarus. I'm going to turn a little bit more. And yeah, I deploy torpedoes, and from then on, Icarus will be the illuminator ship, and Jamaica will start shooting. We need 105, 105.2, so one here at 1 degree intervals. One here, one here, a little bit less, a little bit less. One here, and one here. Okay, fire the torpedoes. Okay, Koenigsberg is not turning. This guy is going to hit 5 torpedoes. He missed by a inch. That's true as well. Okay, Kazuha is turning a little bit. That might be a problem for this last set of torpedoes. But yeah, these are yeah, these all hit. And you know, well, no, 4 of them hit. 4 out of 5 is a really good estimation. So yeah. Yes, it's not going to take very long to sink, right? I mean, 4 torpedoes are pretty convincing argument to go down. It's like, come here to the bottom. Of course, now I have to be careful not to meet the same fate. But I'm pretty confident I won't. Okay, last time we were a little bit short, but he has moved closer and I have moved closer as well. I'm going to increase elevation slightly by a 0.3 or so, like so. Just a little bit for the wind and open up. Wow! Okay! That was a pretty nice salvo. Okay, AP cells, like so, more or less here. 17, around 18 degrees. Let's try that elevation and open up. Yep. Wow, we also disabled the front turret, right? I think we did, at least. Yeah, we did. That was a perfect shot. Okay, so Icarus is going to complete a full turn. Now he has delivered his torpedoes. We are going to change to Star Cell. And yeah, we need an elevation 17.4 or so. So let's make it so. We should be pretty much on target. I'm going to put the Star Cell in front of the enemy ship. A little bit close. Should have a little bit more elevation, but it's okay. Yeah, well, this guy is not feeling lucky. Also, we have torpedoes in the water, but they are going to miss. I mean, he completely changed directions. So our solution wasn't good enough, I'm guessing. Okay. We are closer and closer, so we need to decrease this by 0.7 or so at least. Open up. Yep, that was a good estimation again. And Jamaica going to complete the turn. Right, last time we were pretty much on target. This time we need to decrease elevation as well. Open fire. And yeah, those were a lot of hits again. Yep, So Icarus is going to complete his 180-degree turn. Put a star cell in front of the enemy. Still a little bit short, but it's okay. We can see him. This dude is not looking really well. So this was the last torpedo of our first stick. I don't know where the other torpedoes are, but I'm not betting on hits, to be honest. Last time we got perfect hits. This time we should be pretty much on target. I'm going to reduce elevation a little bit, however. Just 0.1. More hits. Jamaica was also on target. We should be pretty much on target as well. This time I'm actually, yeah, I'm going to reduce it as well. 0.2. And there you go. Yeah, those are quite a lot of hits. And Karsuhe sinking. Good. Well, that was a quickie. A really quick battle. So Norfolk performed really well. The problem with those cruisers is not that they don't hit hard, the problem is that the armor is not enough, and you have a serious risk of losing them. And if you lose a ship in campaign, it's a huge deal. And so we are done. So of them sank, Norfolk, Jamaica, and Icarus, yeah, are perfect, not even damaged. Earned 7,700 prestige, which is okay, and yeah, again, had we not purchased Norfolk, we would have run a huge risk with Jamaica and Icarus alone, and only to purchase a big battleship, and then having no spare points. So yeah, okay, let's see what's next. Next is Leipzig, Nuremberg, and which is another Leipzig, and a destroyer, which might be a very interesting matchup, also in very bad weather. So, well, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Now we have a cruiser and a heavy cruiser. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have fun, and as always, thank you very much for watching, and see you later.